In the spirit of Christmas, we not only bring Christmassy themes, but also the memes. It's Fay Chan time. It's been a while, guys, but we're checking on Fay, one of the absolute memesters of Age of Empires 4, and she's got the Sengoku. Is it infinite ninja time? No, because this Civ can only build so many. But I can guarantee you, she's not going to play the meta. Yeah, there's places you go to try and learn the efficient build, and there's places you go to entertain yourself. Folks, Fay is going to be playing a Sengoku Japanese matchup on Highview. This is an interesting one, actually. Japan, they love their Dark Age plays, and in theory, that's good against your ties. I would argue that it's not as good as you think. Yeah. Spearmen don't really deal with Yatai quickly. Unless you want to build like 4 or 5 of them. And if Faye scouts that, she can just stop building hot dog stands. And she has the advantage, right? Because then you just get a little bit less food close to home. And then tech instead. But Faye needs all the hot dogs. You see, she is American. So it's really important. If you ask any Americans, they must have a hot dog stand on every single corner. Otherwise, you are at risk of losing your American license. So one over to the board. Second one for probably the other board. I mean, you could just go deer and berries here. And are we stopping it too? No, we're not stopping it. She's even actually Matsuri'd the tree line, which shows you how much she wants them. The weird thing, though, is if Kuno just goes for an outpost rush, you're kind of screwed here. I mean, you could sell, right? Remember, this is the only Civ in the game that gets a Dark Age marketplace. But it does feel bad to have to sell. It's Japan against anime Japan. Yeah, but the real question is which one's anime Japan. That's what no one's sure of. They can both have ninjas. They can both have samurai. Sengoku's anime Japan? How do you work that one out? Have you seen Mass Onobugeisha? Like, I don't know about that one, dog. So hot dog stand's gonna go home. Spearman play, this is what I mean about it. It feels weird. Like you feel kind of forced to do it, but you feel like it's so difficult to actually get a kill out of doing it. Because if you don't do it, they're just gonna gather all the resources. Just a chill pill on this side. 32 food. Did get pushed back off of that one by the spearman. And triple hot dog stand it is. America, baby. Get past the mustard, honey. We're ordering hot dogs all week. Some people, they get turkey at Christmas. But are you truly an American weeb if you don't get mass hot dogs? You even just invite the hot dog stand guy over to your house so that he feels wanted at Christmas. Because that's the thing you guys don't like. That's no one ever thinks the hot dog stand guy. At Christmas, no one wants a hot dog. Therefore, no one technically wants the hot dog guy. Ninjas to follow up. Probably going to be Kura Storehouse on the other side. Unless Kuno wants to out-meme the memester. Look at that. He does not. He's like, I just want to stand a game, Faye. I want to get a little bit of elo. I want to feel better as a player. I want to feel like at the end of this game, I would have improved. Buddy, like, that's not how this works. No one gets to leave a Faye game feeling like any of it made sense. It is a cardinal rule of playing Faye. Heard from some president that eating dogs and cats is quite popular in the US. I mean, of course it is. Isn't the US the country that eats the most hot dogs? I mean, in fairness to them, at least they had the standards to not eat them cold. And then Japan eats the most cats. Because they got katsuri curry. Ah, there you go. See, it's just a wordplay. He really doesn't like this spearman hitting his buildings. Or her buildings, rather. Faye does waste the shinobi, right? Like, something like this doesn't look great. But then again, if you don't plan to do anything... No, she is. She's actually building archers. So that does make the ninjas a bit weirder here. But I guess if it delays the burn for it, buys time for the Yumi. Imagine if the carts had zoom. So, you know, the carts, they're just not as experienced as me. Like, for example, me, if I was this cart, like, you guys have seen me in Cyberpunk. I'm able to get from one side of the map to the other using only Nitro Boost. But these carts don't trust themselves, you know? They'd be Nitro, it'd be hot dogs everywhere, slapping people in the face with dogs, you know? I was about to make a really mean mum joke. Okay, I'll go say it anyway. It would be like being in your mum's bedroom on New Year's Eve. Okay, there. I'm sorry, guys. Hot dog stands now moving out. Not really good on the gathering with this, though, right? Because, like, you can't get the deer plus the berries if this one's sitting here. So she's definitely had to sacrifice a little bit. Looks like it's going to be a castle rush from both players. Just with a few Yumi to deter the spearmen. And, yeah, Fay guarantees that by locking in the gold now. Who's better at fast castling here? I feel like Japan should feel pretty good. Because if you both start rushing castle build Mount Samurai, your floating gate is going to give you better production rates at first. Obviously, you're struggling about the food compared to the Yatais. But in the direct engagements, the deflective armor is really valuable up against the Mount Samurai. Because you're deflecting a very hard-hitting strike. It's not like you're deflecting one damage. The trade-off, however, is like if you start to get outnumbered, your opponent will have better movement speed with the Takeda clan. And then the other thing to keep in mind is between the Yatais and the fact that they will probably go Sake Brewery, as the age goes on, Sengoku should be better for just spamming Mount Samurai. Stone gathering from Fay. Wait. I'm kind of uncomfortable what I think she's doing. Please tell me this is Takeda clan. We're not going Oda, are we? I think we are. She's got 200 stone already. This is over gathering at this point, unless we're going double the stage drop. Shows how competitive it can be, though. Like, if you look at the timings here, she's really not that far behind on triggering tech up compared to Kuno. Floating gate now on the way. It just feels weird because she's not actually building the estates. Okay, yeah, it's Oda. So she's getting the tier 1 upgrade for the Yumi. You wouldn't... Okay, so here's the thing. In a standard game, you wouldn't rush tier 2 to get the gunpowder benefits, because that gives you more ranged armor. But it doesn't really help you much against melee samurai. Now, notice I said you wouldn't normally. Because the thing you have to remember, guys, is that we're watching a Fay game, so normalities go out the window, in case you haven't become aware of that yet. Sake Brewery now on the way. And that gold could be used very well to build Tanegashima Ashigari. Because I'm trying to figure out why else would you build Oda Clan first over Takeda. Because Takeda just makes so much sense. Because technically with a fast castle build, you want to be building Mountain Samurai. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Because, like, while you might want Yumi eventually, +1 damage when you're in Castle Age isn't that important. If you need Yumi because your opponent has spears, then you just build Yumi because they get double damage when they're attacking their counter. And, wait, what? That's kind of cool, actually. Because of the placement, she has to build these because, naturally, the mats spawn here. So she's forcing them to spawn further back to put them in range of the Matsuri. Now, we could have technically just built the Sake Brewery here, but the trade-off is that would have been less room for farms later if she'd done it that way. So it's like she's planning out her base for later. How many hot dog stands have we got in here now? It's just 3, right? Yes, up to 15%. It is. It's Oda Clan too. The only person who would go mass Ashigari. Okay, so that placement's a bit weird, but it's acceptable. Actually, I'll be honest, it looks kind of cursed. But there you go. Cancels it all. Roughly gets them where she wanted them. I think she wanted 1 extra one here. Meanwhile, Kuno. First Mat Samurai have arrived. But fear our ninja and our one leader. Daimyo is going to be able to defend that, by the way. With the grenades, the good old flashbangs, he hits really hard. We've reached critical mass, though. This is too much now. Is there an argument to be made for Oda Clan 3? Normally, no. But once again, we are watching a Fay game. Okay, so Ashigaru coming out. Kuno's going to target fire them. He's diving TC, though. They are so slow to attack. It's horrible. And also, we need to finish our targets. Okay, new daimyos, guys. This is the only front line you need. Your aura, guys. And she's going straight for it. It's Tate. So this gives you an extra 2 tar range. The ranged armor is pointless here. The extra tar range means that you actually are Sniper Pro Elite now. Okay, so worker kill achievement. That was fairly expensive for Kuno. By fairly, I mean, oh my god. Get him remortgaged. What happened here? Hot dog stands have also taken the opportunity to creep out towards Boar, so even better. Relic game is a big win for Kuno, though. She's going to go tier 3, isn't she? She's really not that far off. No? Because it's 300, 300. Oh, no, it's 500. Okay, she's got some way to go. Yeah, 300 is tier 2, isn't it? Like, there's really... I mean, the only thing you get out of rushing tier 3 would be the conscriptions, right? That's the only real reason to rush tier 3. So, probably not worth it. Because the only other reason, like, the thing you unlock, guys, is the Ozutsu. But you're against Mountain Samurai, so there's kind of no reason for Ozutsu. In fact, remember, these Mountain Samurai deflect even the cannonballs. So, like, just imagine this epic ninja standing, or epic samurai standing there, and, like, 2 hands slicing through a cannonball, and then it exploding behind him. And the problem with that is it would make your opponent look cooler than you. I don't know why this surprises me so much, by the way. Like, isn't this the most American strategy with Sengoku? Like, you just walk into the kingdom like, I feel like not enough people are exercising their right to carry guns. Let's fix that. They're such funny looking guns as well with the box. All attempts are going to be a bit of an L. But she'll eventually get them up. She's just putting crap loads of guns. Is finally playing for relics. Looks like she's capable of getting 2, which isn't too bad considering how slow she was to go for them. This game is going to get weirder, isn't it? This is the thing that I find draws you in with Fay games. You know it's going to get a lot weirder. You're just really not sure how. I'm always sad about Tate, by the way. It's such a cool looking tech, but it requires you to stand still to deploy, which makes it feel pretty bad. I also wish that there was a toggle button so it didn't automatically deploy. Because if I like stop for a second, I don't necessarily want the Tate out. Okay, this is brave, Faye. I don't... wait, no, there's no way that works. Guys, we're a little bit overextended here. Run, go little Lico Wiki, go, buy time. All right, so that was ambitious, and this is exactly another like thing to highlight about America. They love their guns, but simultaneously, healthcare is not free. And clearly, Faye did not go to the opticians. A little bit blind in those stealth forests. 2 TC now, though. And that came off of all the gold gathering, remember. You get stoners, you gather gold. So she didn't really actively gather for this. She didn't gather earlier on for the estates. All right, this is going to be a long game, isn't it? It's high view, she's going 2 TC, and she's building mass range. There's no way she's coming out. Give Sengoku real hand cannon? What's wrong with this one? Look at him. He's got a ponytail and a box gun. Yeah. And oh, look at, guys, look at that. He brought a cardboard cutout. All the body pillow owners are outraged right now. It's like, I can't afford a cardboard cutout. I remortgaged my house to get a full-size Naruto body pillow. Nani? Okay, so farm's starting to get littered in. Not really many additionals here. There's only Daimyo level 1. Oh, here we go. Healthcare ain't free in Japan as well. That's true, but there's an American control in Japan, and everyone has a gun. So there is some freedom on how we decree this, okay? Therefore, this is an American military, like, naval base in Japan. There we go. We figured it out. And the Japanese are here trying to reclaim the harbor. Okay, we've got like a full sub-story now starting to develop for this. But it is a struggle. They keep sneaking guns. Actually, they're stuck no guns. This is basically the last samurai story playing out before us. Bows and katana versus mass guns and some bows. Because we didn't have enough guns to give everyone. Healthcare is free in North Korea, but there's no doctors. Right, so just to clarify what you're saying, what you pretty much just said is, you're free to die if you want, or not. That's pretty much, like, you could have just saved time by saying that. Did Kuno scout the 2TC? I don't think he did. Pushed in here a little bit earlier, right? But I don't think he pushed that far. I mean, he's going for an all-in timing, kind of. I say that, like, as he's starting to save up resources. That's all right. I'm good on the count, actually. Like, isn't this the type of fight you could just brute force? The problem here is Yumi kind of suck against Ashigaru. Because if they get that Tate drop, they have 4 ranged armor. And reminder, you only get bonus against light gunpowder. These aren't light gunpowder. That change was made specifically for Janissary. So your Yumi don't actually trade very well against the backline effect. Which is a problem because Fay is literally all backline. Yeah, she's developed beyond the medieval strategies. This is Delta Force. This is Bravo 6 going dark. Give everyone a gun. We don't need to be in melee anymore. We have 2 guys that inspire us to shoot much faster. Those guys can have the swords. And they've got pretty hats as well, so they must know what they're doing. Is it me or is Kuno showing way too much respect to Fay here? I don't know. It's like, at this rate, Fay will eventually get a front line, and then it's much harder to break. Wait, why is he switching on Musha? Does he think there's mounted samurai? I'm confused. I'm so confused right now on both sides here. Outposts being crept in the stealth forest, craftily so, because neither side has a scout. He expects front line. He clearly hasn't looked at who he's playing against. Fay has decided that it is just too barbaric to have someone have to run at the enemy front line screaming. We've developed beyond that. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of that unit from Total War Warhammer 3. Because you got the Asian Civ in there, and they have like these super long-ranged Ashigaru units. But those guys actually destroy everything they shoot. These guys... If she gets Imperial, though, you get enough attack speed off of your landmark that they actually feel like good crossbowmen. You know, so like what I'm saying is you just have to go age 4 and build a specific landmark for these to feel like real units. So like not much of a demand, you know, no biggie. By the way, she actually got tier 3. So she's now getting conscriptions extra for free because you generate these charges to spawn extra levies. This has to be a castle buff, right? Because understandably, Fay's entire strategy revolves around the idea that we have enough ranged firepower to keep anything at bay. And what's this ranged firepower more than building a giant-ass castle? You know? You know why Sengoku isn't as good as Japan, they can't build rocket launcher TCs. They have to build actual castle rocket launchers. Alright, Kuno has some extreme crap will get off the pot issues here. It is legitimately just ranged and then only melee because that's the only way you can get your attack speed buff. Oh, sorry, the one Iko Iki Monk. She's been watching too much Bulletproof Monk. Great, Yumi's going to bait them in. He just reset the Tates. Kuno sees a gun, immediately runs. In fairness, like, now, someone's going to judge Kuno on this, but in fairness, most people in life, when they see a gun, run. He's just being human about this. The problem is, you need to be ChatGPT against this. You need to John Wick disarm their ass and beat them to death with their own gun. All 57 of that shit. Oh my god, and now Horseman switch? I mean, he can just go Imperial. Just take the tech, man. Tanagashi Gunsmith is on the way on the flank. Fay stopped off for more guns. I mean, makes sense. You know, you can buy them at Walmart, so why wouldn't you? Like, I haven't been in a Walmart ever. Is it just an impulse buy at this point? You know how like they have those areas close to the checkout, the premium areas, or at the end of the aisles? You're just like getting ready, and it used to be that you'd like be booping your stuff, and there'd be like spearmint gum to buy. And now there's just like a handgun sitting there. Like, well, wait, have you considered only $21.99? Wow. Hollow points for $10? Bargain. Oh my god. I think you might need armor piercing. And a lot of it. Fay? Not sure about this step up. Whoa, girl. Minus 10 guns. Tanagashi Gunsmith almost complete. She still hasn't begun her age up yet. Guys, do you know why both of them are going to be going age 4? Because they're Asian. I hate myself. Yumi now raiding in. Work has been found. Okay, this is actually a pretty big worker lead now. And the Gashmashigadu going again. They've got the tate! That's right! They brought the coffee tables! Easy peasy hold, guys. Guns beat everything. Now, ironically, a sword to master a sword. Hunt statue on the way. The Yumi... wait, what? They're still going. Yeah, there's just a chop through. So that's now a 20+ worker lead. Enough time to get the upgrades. And we are going to start by making the guns better. #1 strategy in the world. Guns better. That has pretty much been the technological fight of like the last century. What was that joke? That joke was great. All right, you know what? I'm going to have to make a laughing command that you guys can redeem. It was such a good joke. The best joke you've ever heard. Oh my god, what is he doing with the calf? What? All right, Tate's about to come in. Good luck, have no fun. Kuno, what the hell? Kuno about to become Guno here. I don't know what the hell he was expecting to happen there. Mass guns beats all. Oh my god. So much for an advantage. Kuno looking to come again, this time with Horsemen. Elite queuing them up. Has got Daimyo level 3 finally on the way. My god. Like, I mean, surely she's going to be forced to build something other than guns. There's no way guns beat cavalry as well. That just... I mean, if a horse is coming at you, you can't just shoot it in the face, right? There has to be like a minus to accuracy because it's too adorable and you feel bad about it. These guys only have 19 damage per shot, guys. If Kuno just waits for bio, it should be a pretty easy break. Is Kuno gonna wait for, like, because you would wait for biology here, surely. They do sell horse meat in Japan. At least they're honest about it. You guys, like, in Europe and America are definitely eating horse meat. They're just not telling you. And yes, they only have 19 base damage in Akura. And plus 14 in heavy. So, like, you know, when you think of them as a crossbow, it works. Anything else, it makes no sense. Now remember, guys, you can't build hand cannoneers, but you can build ozutsu. She's just sending it. So screw this. It's time to bring some true culture to Japan. Get your shotguns, mama. We're going hunting. Oh, wait, they have rocket launchers. All right, Mas Ashigaru into the main TC. Backstab is on the way. Yumi, what's she do? She's just throwing away everything. Okay. As you were, soldier. This is like the slowest raid onto the farms imaginable. Ashigaru, continue on in. I don't think this is worth. And wait, she's getting a Zutsu tech. And now she's getting serpentine powder. Wait, what? We've waited this long? I love the thought process of Faye. Like, man, these guys don't move fast. Oh, serpentine. Got it. We better get that now. What is impressive is the fact that she still has the military lead despite what just happened in the last 2 minutes. I'm sorry, what? What's that unit with the gunpowder wearing a coat? Well, you want to get cold, it is the winter. This is the Tanegashima Ashigaru. An underwhelming gunpowder unit, but it does get a pretty coat. I don't know, man. Like, she threw away a lot, but somehow still has the military lead. Just process that for a second. This is literally win game without building melee. With the asterisk exception of religious and aura buffers. Like, these are the only melee units she's built. At this point, her only true front line would be all the villages. Oh my god. Just call this challenge Sengoku, but you can't build melee units. Okay, so Kuno, if he just builds only horsemen, should technically win. Just horsemen. Oh, wait, no, the ninjas. Yeah, okay, so ninjas are a problem here, guys. You're saying the damage is low, but hear me out. What if we gave them 40% more from grenades? We're even more American now. We've got pineapples. Frag grenades out. The snowball's coming in. The horseman. Wait, what's he doing? Kuno! No kudos there. What was that? I don't even understand anymore. I think the guns have melted his brain. At this point, there's been so many gunshots that Kuno has gone deaf in the ears and clearly did not hear the pings of alert for that attack. What? And oh my god, the Yumi you're in. This is just such a ridiculous game. Screw watching a Beastie Vortex, I don't care. They wouldn't do this. Crap. It's like a game of tennis where each player wants the other one to win. Yumi now to the backside. Forces a reaction again. She's now going to try to shoot a landmark to death. Which is definitely the most American. 77 is rather cheap for gunpowder units. Do you think they're good for the price? No. Because their attack speed is substantially worse than the standard like gunpowder. It's 2.5 by default. It's only made good by having the daimyo nearby. Because then it goes down to like a crossbow stirrup speed. She's actually going to kill this landmark with guns. Come on. There's no way she gets to burn an entire landmark. This landmark destruction strat definitely didn't have next day prime delivery. This is one of those Temu orders where they're like, we'll arrive in the next 5 weeks. The dumbest part about all this is that Kuno is just watching it like, yep, that's fine. I mean, I can't contest your guns. You have too many. And what better way to deal with all these guns than to build giant rocks that fall from the sky? She continues to stonewall the map. There is literally no way for Kuno to raid anymore. Now, this makes sense for Fay because she needs so long to destroy a landmark that she can't let him raid. But she now has cannonballs. We have got Uzutsu, the final form of guns. Guys, you wanted real gunpowder damage? It's here. 28 base damage, and they attack every 3.37 seconds in splash. Not bad. This fight, really bad though. Really bad, really bad, really bad. Why doesn't anyone want to win in this game? All right, well, that's going to be a fraction of the army gone, but have no fear. There's always more to come. Fay just has so much resource and reserve as well. This is just ridiculous. She can also just use the walls now, by the way. Like, remember, you can just stand on walls for more range. Which is kind of nuts, because when you stand on the wall, it's an extra, what, +1 range, and Tate gives you +2. So you're... So wait, that means your Ashigaru will go up to 7.5 tower range. You're basically a longbow gun. And she done it. She actually done it. This makes sense, though. Fay has made a statement that she is master of guns. Therefore, the gunsmith must be removed. It is law. Oh my god, this one daimyo. This game. Wolves give +2? No, they don't. That was changed a while ago. They used to give +2. But then when they introduced the Wingguard Rangers strat, it was deemed to be kind of broken. Because you could go Wingguard Rangers, and then you could get +2, and then you get bowstrings. So, sorry, when they had bowstrings. With the Rangers plus bowstrings, there was way too much range. So they nerfed stonewalls, because otherwise, you could technically cheese an enemy base by standing on it. Jazzy. They also changed the damage mitigation, because it used to be, I think, 33%, and it was all damage types now. I feel like new civs are so complex and have so many unique units. I feel like someone's always going to say that at some point when something new gets introduced, though. Like, you're going to say that, and guess what? Someone who only just started playing the game is going to say that what you find not complex is complex. It's just learning curves of new things. You can either have a game that stagnates, or you can have a game that evolves, right? Someone's like, oh, Brood War's been played all these years, unstagnated, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. New game, kind of new. Hey, Kuno, this is like a pretty good push, actually, finally. Oh my god, she's building something else! Wait, that's against the law, Fay. What the hell? Oh my god, Fay, you sweat lord. You absolute sweat lord. Nah, this is a default loss. We're making a call here. Fay, she's a coward. We asked the question, can you win a game as Sengoku only building ranged units? And she just answered no. I'm disappointed. I thought we'd just build more walls. The answer would be yes. And Kuno, oh my god, does he not just lose to Mass Yari? Yari are better than his horsemen. So the answer is most definitely yes. He just doesn't know it yet. He still only sees Yumi. Fay stopped building guns altogether. This is the most anti-American thing I've ever seen. So Masayumi, Mass Smart Samurai, Mass Yari. And guys, she is intentionally not revealing it. It's going to be a backstab. The calf coming from behind. No counter to them individually. And Kuno, this is bad news o'clock. That's just wave number 1. There's plenty more bulking up behind this. At this point, Fay actually needs some things to die. Yumi now with a push. That's true. She hasn't actually upgraded the Yari at all. They're still feudal. But she will get the +2 damage over making them vet. Okay. Isn't that like a similar cost? I think that's literally the same cost. It's 350, or veterancy is also 350. No, I can't even find it. Oh, they're over here. Wait, she doesn't even. Okay, she has an estate here. Some of them are going to be buffed up. Yeah, literally the Yari cavalry bonus damage is the same as getting veterancy. So like, she literally chose the worst step out of the two. Oh, gunsmith rebuilt. That is an outrage. More guns have now been queued by Fay. I think Fay has just grinded Kuno's brain into a sense of comatose at this point. He spent so long countering mass ranged, he's still building to counter mass ranged. In fairness, there are 60 Yumi, but there are actual cavalry units now being built. What is this game? You know, it's kind of sad. She could have still built only range to win. She could have built like mass cannons and mangonels. That maybe could have dealt with the horsemen. Probably not. But if you build walls with it as well, like this game is definitely winnable with just range units. She just needed to use walls, which is completely legal. Yumi gonna get mopped up again, but they cost like nothing, so prepare for more Yumi. Does this game ever end? If she builds more mounted samurai, yes. She has got biology coming as well. And yeah, no, like a lot of civs actually have quite a lot of unique units. I think you're just like, you're decomplexing them because you already know them. So we're winnable and possible disagree. Like, you know what this is? This is the equivalent of two English people being at an open door. Just saying after you constantly. Like, oh, you want to win the game? No, you want to win the game? Oh, no, you want to win the game? No, you win the game. How about you win the game? No, you win the game. It's just someone walk through the door. All right, mounted samurai are starting to raid to the backside. Kuno is fast running out of gold. No, he's still got an 8k over here. He's fine. And I think Fay was paranoid this trading. There is no trading. But she's thrown away a Yumi. Because as we all eventually learn, why would you have a crappy bow when you can have a gun? Everyone thinks it's cool to have a bow because they watch like Overwatch and animes and see all this cool stuff. But when you're in a bar fight, you can have a bow or a gun. You're choosing a gun. Every game. So much easier to conceal as well. Not samurai breaking through the siege. Fay, gun plus knife. The ultimate combo? Apparently so. I mean, this is just weird now. Kuno built a bunch of mounted samurai against guns. Like, that's the worst thing to do. He got beaten. He was like, she's done. She's finally not building guns anymore. She literally has stockpiled more guns throughout the course of this game than throughout the course of European history. And maybe, like, a sliver of America combined. Even Texans can't keep up with this much gunnage. She can't have more. Oh, but she does. Back up to 40 gunners. Kuno now with switching to hand cannoneers, but lacking a front line to actually defend them. The irony of this, considering most of the game has been Fay with no front line. Now it's his turn to feel the pain of that. Please stop killing lumber camps. We're not doing this again. Has she broken him? I think she might have. Like, this idea of hand cannoneers is tricky because, yep, there's a castle drop coming. He's going to be out of gold. He already got harassed off the west side. There's nowhere to get gold, no? He's got like 7 workers of gold somewhere. Yeah, this fame, which is about to run out. He's not going to have the gold to mass hand cannoneers past this first bolt. So Kuno needs a big win in the initial fight. The problem is he's just so outmatched. Now Samurai going to ride in for the burn. Kuno needs a valiant defense here. Horsemen try to engage. Mad Samurai will spread for the fight. Wrap around towards the hand cannoneers. Body block's going to come through. Spin production underway for Kuno. Those are only funeral spears! No! He's got veterancy on the way, but it may be a little bit too late here. Han Cannoneers have now been reached. First line of cavalry has been cleared. Fay is now at the point where she has to kill a castle with guns. But ain't no pussy feudal castle gonna deal with guns. So clearly, we just need a fast forward 20-minute button so we can watch the guns kill a castle. Or, hear me out, more logical, we retreat just a teensy bit and then come again with all the cavalry. Why is... I don't get why after building all these guns, she's so resilient to building cannons. Is it because we used all the material to build guns? That must be. How about Trev? No, that's not American enough. In the history of her country, when have you ever heard of them using trebuchets to deal with anything? Okay? It's like maybe like a food trebuchet if you're like a kid at home and you want to catapult, like you see in Simpsons where he like catapulted them to Homer's mouth. But a real trebuchet, no. It's not gunny enough. But a Zutsu, that is going to be your mini cannon. Okay, it's going to be breaking the castle. Kuno threw away all the cavalry again. And barely feels like it done anything. It's just churn and pop all the time. I think Kuno's just drained too much at this point. He doesn't have reserve to keep bulking more reinforcements. Zutsu, will they get the freebie? Horsemen have to pull back. Castle's going down, and Kuno, that's going to be the break point. Farms all out here about to be idled. One ram just to deal with the castle, and because he has the rocket launcher in range, you can't dive it. That's going to be relics on the ground, so even less gold to work with. That was possible for Kuno. She's done it. She did not technically win the entire game with ranged only, but we did answer the critical question, can you just win a game with guns? I think technically she could have. It would have been a ball leg. Kuno looking to try and recover his base one more time, but she finally remembered the shinobi. Frags out. If you see a backline of guns aimed at you, you throw grenades in their face. Watch how quickly these guys are going to die. Frags out. Stagger damage. Mangonel trying to come out to scare her off. Faye is going to reset slightly. But the new wave of cavalry coming through. Looks poised to be the backbreaker, really. Han Cannoneers, they've been holding on for so long. Watch that number just get scratched away at. We're already losing a third of them. Just more meat blobs thrown into the equation. It's poetic, but the game will end with a lot of firearms on each side, I guess. Just the gold income throughout all this has been nuts, though. Sure, she had the active gathering down here, but shows you the power of the sake brewery on its own. Who knows? Kudos to him for staying in the ring this long. This has been a mind duck of a game. But inevitability seems to be ringing. His Han Cannoneers stuck frontlining. GG is going to get called. Can you win a game with only ranged? Not this one. But you can win most of it.